To ask God, like, why am I dreaming about this? But in reality, it's this. Like, this is it. I'm like, God, I know this is not your best. I know this is not what you want from me. So why am I dreaming, you know, of love stuff? And then in reality, it's like the most complicated, confusing, nastiest person I have ever met. Welcome to Shiny Speaks, where we inspire you, break cycles, and work on all wellness. But the story I want to tell today is about, like, I used to work at this job, right? And I liked this guy, right? He was my type of guy. I didn't really know much about him, but you know, physically, he was my type of guy. And that's the thing. A lot of people think physical appearance is not physical attractiveness is not important. It is very important because that's the first thing you're gonna see on a person. You like the physical, and then you try to get to know everything else. You know what I'm saying? So I like what I see. Okay? And I'm like, he fine, whatever. so So I went to God. I was like, God, I like him. He's cute. He's attractive and stuff like that. You know, show me what I cannot see. And throughout all of that, it's like I'm having dreams of, like he's the one. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the one. He likes you too. It was a lot of dreams that I can't even like explain right now because I don't want this video to be, really long, whatever. So it was a lot of confirmations and things like that I'm getting from dreams. And I'm like, oh, okay. I think I finally found my husband. I'm like, cool. If God said it's so, then it's so. So that's when but in dreams that's what it was. But in reality, it was not it. He was very disrespectful, he was rude, and his mouth was so dirty. Like you ever met like somebody that is so fine and then as soon as they open their mouth, yeah. It's like every curse word in the book. They don't know how to talk to people just because they are fine in appearance, they act all that and stuff like that. So he was that type, okay? So I was like, okay, I'm confused. Like in a dream, like I'm seeing beautiful things. I'm getting confirmation that he's the one. But in reality, he is a very nasty person. And I'm like, it don't matter how stressful the job could be. Like, come on now. You that nasty towards people or towards me? Oh my God. One time I had to check him. Like, I literally was like, you're not gonna talk to me that way. Okay? And like it was crazy. And I even came home and told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I'm having these dreams that God is telling me he's the one for me. But his mouth is just so nasty and filthy. He's so rude and stuff like that. I don't know what to do. And my mom was like, maybe you need to pray for him. Maybe he is not what you think he is for you. But God is showing you that, the reality of it, that you probably need to pray for him. I was like, man, it's confusing because, yeah, like, I thought it was it. I'm like, how? Like, how? I'm having all these sweet dreams, you know what I'm saying? And then, in reality, he's just rude and mean and nasty. And I didn't understand it. And it got to the point where a period of time where me and him did not talk. I told him, don't talk to me. I told you, like, I'm like, you are too rude for me. you are doing too much and stuff like that. Like, don't talk to me. Don't say nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? And like, sometimes I felt like he was bipolar. Cause he act nice one day, the next he's just like the devil. So, so I was confused about that. So I'm like, you know what? Now, not even now, but I realized during that time that was not God. That was like something I don't know where it came from. That was not God, because what God says always align. So that's what I'm gonna tell you guys, okay? When God says something, it always align. If you know that you want somebody, you demand respect, you know what you want and what you need and things like that, and in reality you don't see it, it's not God. It can't be God. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, I think that was a trick of the enemy to make me think that was the one. But you know, what my eyes and ears were seeing, it was not it. Because as a man of God, yeah, there's certain ways that you compose yourself. There's certain ways you speak to people. There's certain ways you act and things like that. That's different. That one was like in the world, okay? He was in the world doing whatever. So, yeah, I guess what my mom said was right. Pray for him. Pray for him. And that's exactly what I did. I prayed for him. And yeah. Is there gonna be like a future? No. That situation is done. That was a long time ago. So so I'm done with that situation also. Yeah, it was confusing. To ask God like, why am I dreaming about this? But in reality, is this. Like, this is it? I'm like, God, I know this is not your best. I know this is not what you want from me. So why am I dreaming, you know, of love stuff? And then in reality, it's like the most complicated, confusing, nastiest person I have ever met or seen. Yeah. And that's when I realized God is not in that. That was not God. That is straight from the enemy. Or it's probably me that was creating thoughts and feelings and images about him that were not true. You know, what I wanted, I created in my head maybe, and then it was not him and stuff like that. So you guys be careful, because a lot of situations happen like that when you think that this when you're having dreams thinking it's God speaking to you, telling you that that's the man for you, and then you know in reality it's not, and then some of you, you know, go ahead and marry the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? Because the right person will feel right, will be right, and stuff like that. I believe that. So yeah, that's basically it, you guys. Confusion all over, right? I would advise that y'all get confirmation from God, because God will give you confirmations. He will give you confirmation. You will see it. He will act how he's supposed to act, just like in the dream, what the dream say, and things like that. So just know that God will not steer you wrong. Remember, the enemy is a copycat, okay? He will send things to distract you, to make you think that it is, but it's not. All right, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, because over here is on and poppin'. Bye.